and welcome to Gymnastics with Joy, the podcast that flips your perspective on gymnastics. I'm Joy, and today I am joined by a tenacious Team USA Titan, an international elite enchantress, a floor flying phenom, a balance beam boss. Yes, our very own Princess T with a crown of talent and a reign of resilience. I can't believe she's here, but she is. Please welcome Tiana Sumanasekera.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for coming. I am honored to have you here. I really, really am. I am such a fan of yours. You are an incredible athlete, and you just seem like an amazing human as well, which is the kind of guest I want to have on this podcast.
Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate
of
it.
course. So, first, I just kind of want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you are from California, correct?
Yes,
You
yes, for
are,
sure.
we're born in Fremont, but you live in Pleasanton?
Yes, so
Or
I was born in Fremont and I lived in Pleasanton up until I moved to WCC for a couple years and trained in Texas.
Mhm.
And then my family moved to Thousand Oaks in LA so they could be closer to me. So, yes, we're here now in Southern California. So, I went from Northern to Southern, but yes, I love it here.
That's incredible. I love that. And I see you're a Virgo.
Yes, I am.
Yes. All right. So I are Virgos, from what I gather, y'all are very sincere, open-hearted people. Every Virgo, I have a lot of friends who are Virgos, so
Yeah.
I love a good Virgo.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about how you first got into gymnastics, who
hmm
inspired you to get into gymnastics. I
hmm
read that you went to a birthday party or something like that. Tell us
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. So I have always been a very energetic and crazy, bubbly, sassy kid from younger days. And
Mhm.
so one of my friends had a birthday party and I went and there was a bunch of trampolines all over the place and I started jumping on it because, I'm intrigued very quickly. So I was like, "Oh, this is so much fun." I started flipping and, it happened to be good and the instructor came over to me and was like, "How long have you been doing gymnastics, young one?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't even know what that is, to be completely honest with you." And so and I was 5 at the time. So
Okay.
he was like, "Oh, could you please get your mom for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So he went over to my mom and was like, "Hey, I don't know you, but I need you to enroll your daughter into gymnastics because she has something special." Like she said, she had never done it before, but she's flipping and doing all these things. She has so much energy. It's something you have to do. And I was like, my mom told me after, like, I think we might need to put you in, but she didn't do it up until 3 months later because she had forgot about it and she didn't take it seriously.
Hmm.
So, I was at home doing handstands. My brother was teaching me cartwheels because I was like, "Hey, like I want to learn this." And he didn't know anything about gymnastics, but he had known what a cartwheel was and I didn't. So I was like, "Please teach me." And like I started like hitting things out of proportion. Like it was horrible. My mom's like, "Okay, so it's getting to a point where I think she needs to be put into a class because she's breaking things all over the home." So I was like, "Thank God." And so my first class, like from there on, I absolutely fell in love with it. And my first coach, I still remember him. I met him a couple years ago, and it was so nice. It was a full circle moment, but
Mhm.
he knew I had something special, and I had a couple trainings, and then I was immediately put on the level 3 teams because
Period.
no, it was insane. It moved so quickly. But I was immediately put on the level 3 team, and then yeah, the rest is history. So it was not planned. It was just meant to be, I guess. But yeah, it was a really, really sweet upbringing.
That's incredible. I mean, I hear this a lot, and especially with the athletes I've interviewed so far. Everyone's like, I was flipping off of couches, I was driving my parents crazy. They could not put me in gymnastics.
Yes, exactly.
Um, I love that. I was also a very energetic kid, and I have severe ADHD,
Mhm.
and so I always wanted to do gymnastics. My sister was a gymnast. She was actually
Yeah.
very, very good. And I wanted to be like my big sister. So I took some gymnastics classes, but I very quickly developed a mental block and I could not get a back handspring to save my life.
Yeah.
I'm from Texas, so In Texas, in gymnastics, it's sink or swim, baby.
Hmm.
It's kind of like, especially like where I am from in the Dallas area, it's very much the coaches wanted to work with the people that didn't have mental blocks
Yeah.
that could already do a back handspring or were, not afraid of it. I didn't have a coach that was willing to teach me how to maybe front tumble or
Yeah.
work with me through a mental block or anything like that. I just, kind of I quit because I was
Yeah.
discouraged. But I am 30, I'm about to be 35 next week. And
Awesome.
two years ago, I started adult gymnastics because I'm determined to get my round off back handspring.
Yes. I love that for you. You're gonna get it. You
Thank
will
you. Thank
100%
you.
get it.
It's my
Yes.
goal. It's my goal. I'm going to heal my inner child by
Yes.
getting my back handspring.
Yes.
So when I do get it, I'll post it on social media because it'll be the
Oh,
happiest day of my life.
I can't wait to see it.
Sorry, I don't mean to make it about me, but
Oh
I
my
also
gosh, not at
want this to
all.
be like organic conversation
Yes,
where
of
we're just
course.
two girls talking. I don't want you to feel like you're in the hot seat, so I want you to learn about me as well.
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay, awesome. All right. Tell us a little bit about well, when did you move to WCC? What
Mhm.
took you there? And that whole journey with training with Laurent and Cecile and at Simone's gym.
Yeah. So for me, after my junior elite career, I wanted to be really competitive in the senior field because I knew it was insane with all the veterans. And I was like, this is something I really want to pursue. Elite gymnastics, senior, be competitive in the senior elite field, and just see where it takes me. And I knew I had to improve my bars because that was the biggest struggle for me, and then B, just be competitive all around, and just improve on everything as much as possible. And I had been to a couple international competitions where Cecile was with me because Dulcie was on the same teams as I was. So I had just really admired her coaching style. And at the time, I didn't know Laurent because he wasn't with Dulcie. It was always Cecile traveling. I had known of him, but then at championships, Cecile and Laurent were in the same group as me because Dulcie was in the same group as me as well. So then I could really see how their coaching was like with
Mhm.
Dulcie. So um, I had just really admired them from the get-go. And then it worked out perfectly because that was my last competition. Championships was my last competition as a junior. And then I was like really thinking about where I wanted to be for as a senior elite. So then I was like talking with my parents, and then that's when we had made the decision. Like I think, it's not a easy switch because it's going from California to Texas, and it's a lot of changes. But I was
Culture
I was
shock.
ready. Ultra shock, yes. And I was ready for it, and I was like, this is what I want to do. So um we went over there, and from my first practice onwards, I absolutely loved it. It's a beautiful gym, so incredibly developed, and the coaches there, the athletes, everything. It was so welcoming from the start, and I just really felt comfortable there, and it felt like home. So I was really excited to get started, and um, you know, from the very beginning, Laurent was helping me. With all my basics on bars, and then we were able to construct a routine that I never thought I'd be able to get and learn. But they're just incredible at what they do, and I was so, 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 so grateful for the time I had over there.
That's incredible. Were you nervous to train with Simone at all or no?
Um, I would say in the beginning, I mean, of course, she's the GOAT, so everybody would be intimidated at first, but
Period.
Simone is so down to earth, and we've become really, really close friends, and I still talk to her here and there and just
Oh,
text her. She's so sweet. She's like an older sister to me, and everybody on that team that I was training with were so close, and it was just a really tight-knit bond that we all shared, and I'm always reaching out to them. They're always reaching out to me. So I'm so, so grateful that we have that close connection even now. Because it was just so natural when we were training with them. So we love to keep in touch with each other. So yeah, I'm grateful for the time we had.
I love that. What is it like? By the way, I say I love that a lot. People are going to come for me, but like I do, I love it. I can't help
Yes,
it.
no,
It's
I
what I
love
say.
that.
Um, so what is it like? You obviously trained with Jordan.
Yes.
What's it like being on her team now again, where you get to actually compete with her and your scores count with with each other? Like, what is that like?
Yeah, it's so much fun. When I knew that I would be having a full year with Jordan, I was so excited because, we're teammates at WCC. Now we're going to be together at UCLA competing, and it's just a very natural relationship that we have each other with each other. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that. She's always a big leader for us, our team, and, she's always there for us. We can always lean on her. She knows what to do. She knows what to say to all her teammates. So it's really nice to have her for one more year. I wish we had her for longer, but
I
I'm very
know.
grateful that we get her for one full year. And yeah, our relationship is really great, and our so is it with our whole team. So yeah, I'm really excited.
It seems like the culture at UCLA is just so, I mean, the Bruin bubble is real. Like,
It's real. Yeah.
y'all really are a family. And I see on social media Jordan hosting all of these events for you guys for holidays and
Yes.
things like that. And I love that it seems like y'all really are a family.
Hmm.
And that is, I'm a UCLA fan. I am. I have been forever. I love UCLA. I think y'all and Janelle is phenomenal. And yeah, I could talk all day about how much I love UCLA.
Yes.
Um,
Me too, don't
okay,
worry.
one thing I was impressed with at Meet the
Yeah.
Bruins because I know that you've talked about how bars hasn't been your strong suit.
Mhm.
Girl, that bar routine, phenomenal. I love that
Thank
you're doing
you.
a chow.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Will you talk a little bit about how maybe bars, because I really think bars might be one of your strongest events
Oh,
in NCAA,
thank
and
you.
in elite, it's would you say your weakest event?
I would say so. It's definitely improved tremendously, but it's
Yes.
always been an event I struggled with, especially with elite because there's so many large skills
It's
and yeah,
hard.
it's very different. Yeah.
And the routine's a lot longer
A
and
lot longer.
yes. So were you excited about this bar routine and do you feel confident with it?
Yes, I was very excited because for me, I really love perfecting my skills and working on execution. That's always been something because it's so exciting to watch such clean gymnastics because it just brings everything together. So, yeah, that was something I was really looking forward to, not only on bars, but every event. So yeah, this routine is like a third of my elite routine. So
Mhm.
yes, I'm very on top of it with every little detail, and Janelle is so good about that with everybody. So it's just focusing in on all of those little things, the nitty-gritty bits of it. So yeah, I'm very confident in this routine. I'm really excited to compete it and just yeah, just keep improving and yeah, hope to get some big scores for the team.
I really think you will. I think you're going to be such a phenomenal all-arounder because if you're I don't know what the lineups are going to look like, but if you're going to be in the all-around, like I mean, I saw your vault at Meet the Bruins and it
Mhm.
was that full was stunning.
Thank you.
And then also and you went first. Like,
Mhm.
wow, you're a freshman, you go first and you knock it out of the park.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. And then you're already such a phenomenal beam and floor worker. And then
Thank you.
bars, I mean, I really think is going to be one of your best events. So I'm very excited to see you shine this season.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
When did you first fall in love with gymnastics? I know you went to the birthday party and stuff, but when did it really click where you were like, I love this, I want to do this? And
Yeah.
then what kept or keeps you going during the hard times?
That's a really good question. I would say, I mean, from the very first time, for first practice I had when I was 6 years old, I absolutely fell in love with it. But when I knew that this was something I wanted to pursue, I would say is during my junior elite career.
Mhm.
That's when I was able to travel internationally and compete for Team USA. That was my like aha moment. It was just like, wow, like this is really incredible. And so same with going on to the senior elite field. That was amazing being able to represent Team USA again. And at Pan American Games, that was huge for me. So thank you. Yeah, it was it was just something I was like, I'm really, really proud and grateful to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it was just really amazing for me to be able to do something like that.
Yeah. What is it that keeps you going when things get difficult in gymnastics?
Yeah. So, I mean, for any high level athlete in any high level sport, it's inevitable that you're going to have hard days and tough days. You can't be perfect all the time.
Nope.
It's just not going to happen. But it's kind of
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, but it is life. It's the sport. It's how it goes. But it's how you overcome those obstacles, and it's gymnastics along with many other sports. But I think gymnastics is one of the main ones where it's very, very mental, and there's so many like mental blocks, all these obstacles you have to get over, and just, it's a mental game all the time. So
Yes.
there's voices inside of your head, there's just things that you can't get over. So it's just, how you get over it with your support system, with finding your confidence again. There's so many things to it, but that's when you kind of have to go back to the baby steps and just like learn how to trust yourself. But yeah, on the hard days, I just think of all the other hard times that I've overcome and just knowing that I'm capable of doing it and that it's in me, and just trusting yourself is one of the biggest things in this sport. So yeah, it's just going back to being confident in yourself and knowing that you can do it.
I love that. Do you remember the moment you realized elite gymnastics could actually be your path?
Yeah, I would say Jesselo in 2022 when I won all around, and 5 gold medals. That was huge for me. That was kind of
Sweat.
yes, it was a sweep. I know. I'm very, very proud of that moment, and I was kind of like, wow, did that just really happen? That was an insane moment to always look back to. But that's when I was kind of like, this is a big deal. I'm just really proud of myself, and I didn't know that was possible at all. I mean, being able to win every event except for bars, that was like huge for me. And so then I was kind of like, this is kind of a big deal. So then I was like, that was also taken into consideration when wanting to be competitive in the senior elite field. So
Mhm.
that's why I was like, I'm capable of that. I want to be able to build off of that and be competitive as a senior. So, senior elite would my first year went really well with Cecile and Laurent. So I was like, I'm just going to keep working towards it and see where it takes me.
This is a question I'm so curious about. What did it mean to you, and what went through your mind the first time you wore t Team USA on your leotard?
That is such a good question. It was, I remember very clearly. I was selected for my very first international in 2021. It was the Junior Pan American Games, and it was the first ever Junior Pan American Games. And to, first of all, be named to the national team, second of all, be named to the first ever Junior Pan American Games. There was so much going on. I really couldn't comprehend everything up until like a couple days after I
Mhm.
was actually selected. So I mean, everything happened so fast. We had a selection camp, and then I got selected, and then I would like everything was running through my brain. I was calling my parents, like all my extended family. Like there was so much going on, but we had picked up all of our gear from the hotel, so we could travel with it. And then, like at that time, it didn't really hit me, but I was like going through the sizing, like a small, like just all the little things. And then
Mhm.
I went home, and then I was folding all my clothes with my mom to pack for Colombia, which is where Junior Pan Am Games was. And then I was just like, wow, this is so cool. And then I was putting on my first Team USA, official Team USA Leo, for training and competition. And I was just like standing and staring in the mirror, like, wow, like it was kind of my I made it moment. Like this was something I have dreamt about for so long, ever since I was starting getting competitive in gymnastics and knew that elite was something I wanted to pursue. But being able to look at yourself in the mirror and see Team USA on your chest is just like, it's just an incredible feeling and something that was just mind-blowing to experience. So yeah, and I never take it for granted. Like even my last one, I was just like, this is so cool. This is just such a proud moment for me and my family, and to be able to share that is just it's just so heartwarming and touching.
I can't imagine what that's why I wanted to ask that question because I can only imagine how overwhelming and
Yeah.
also exciting wearing that on your chest would be.
Yes.
Ollie Hogbin, the commentator,
Mhm.
at the 2025 World Championships this year when Dulce Kaler was doing her floor routine, I vividly remember him saying, um, let's remember she's wearing the most iconic leotard in all of gymnastics.
Yes.
That comes with a lot of pressure.
Yes.
And so I think that was such a good point to make
Mhm.
because making Team USA is difficult in and
Yeah.
of itself. And
Yes.
so when you do get chosen, I can only imagine that it would be so incredibly special.
Yes, yes, definitely. And of course, it does come with a lot of pressure because it is Team USA, the name is just like intimidating on its own.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I never take it for granted and I wear Team USA on my chest with great pride. But yeah, it's more than that. It's just like the opportunities you get from it. And it's
Yeah.
just knowing that you're able to represent that. You just, hold it close to your heart and just do your best and see where it takes you with Team USA. Yeah.
Well, as an American, you have represented us with great pride. We're very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So obviously, as an international athlete, you've traveled all around the world.
Mhm.
How did competing internationally and traveling and seeing the world, how has it shaped you, not just as a gymnast, but as a human being?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it really shaped me in the sense of getting to see how other athletes are around the world and kind of all these different experiences that they experience and how it affects our experience in positive ways. I've made so many friends around the world, and that's something I'm so grateful for because that doesn't happen often. So.
Yeah.
Um, and just learning from them, like what they go through, and just, connecting in different ways. It's very special. And yeah, I think it has shaped me in the sense of um, experiences I wouldn't be able to have if I weren't traveling with Team USA. So yeah, that's something that's very cool. And I reach out to them, they reach out to me very often. So it's the close friendships that I get from that. And yeah.
I love that. Okay, so we're going to talk about Olympic trials because we
Okay.
have to.
Yes.
I would say probably your best meet ever.
Mhm.
Like it was phenomenal.
Thank you.
I was looking at your scores from trials and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she did that." Like I remembered you doing it, but like I mean, can you just talk about what it meant to you to A, make it to trials
Mhm.
and B, walk in that arena with the icons that you were competing with
Yeah.
and just walk us through kind of that moment for you and how that felt.
Yeah, that was, to say the least, an unreal and surreal experience. You know, I had gone to the 2016 Olympic trials when I was like 8 years old, 8 or 9.
Mhm.
And that was I don't know how, but my parents got me like front row seats. And I was just like over the ledge, like, oh my God, that's Allie Raisman, that's Simone. Like it was insane. As a little kid, and having such a strong passion for the sport, that would just send you over, and that's
Oh,
that's what
girl,
it did.
I'm almost 35. That would send me over now.
I know it was absolutely insane. I just was filled with so much joy and excitement. I just couldn't sit still. And it was an unreal experience. So I had that picture like pulled up when I was at trials, and somebody had reposted it, and I was just like in a puddle of tears because I was like, I just cannot believe that this is where my life has taken me and how far I've come. I was just like so unbelievably proud of myself, and it truly took a village to get where I was because it does not happen overnight. So it was just like I was filled with so many emotions, and I was just so grateful. And throughout the whole week of training there, I was just so optimistic about everything because I mean, I had gotten that far. I did not put pressure on myself whatsoever,
Good.
especially anything can happen. And so I was just like, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna have fun and make your younger self proud. And
Uh-huh.
that is all I thought about the whole entire week from start to finish. And um being able to compete with such high level veterans like Simone, Jordan, Suni, Jade, all of them. So it was really, really cool to be competing alongside them at one of the largest competitions in the entire world. So, I was like, you're the underdog here. You are experienced, but not a veteran like them. So I was just like, no pressure at all. Just be yourself, just compete how you train and just have fun with it because it's something that you really want to soak in because it goes by really quick and it's an experience that you should not forget. So that was my mentality. And I would say it worked. I just had
Yes.
so much fun and I literally just competed for myself and just wanted to see where it took me. And, I had the best competition of my life and day one and day two. So,
You were
and it,
very consistent on both days. Your
thank
scores
you.
were almost identical. Well, actually, your beam score was identical
It
both
was
days.
identical. Yeah.
That's impressive, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And especially because beam was a little bit of a nervous event for a lot of people, especially under pressure. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it always is. Beam is like that, it's unpredictable.
It's unforgiving.
It's unforgiving sometimes. Yeah. So I was just like very confident in my beam though. So I was like, no pressure, same thing. Just have fun with it. Like the first day I was like, just do the same thing. Doesn't need to be better. And then it happened to be the same exact score and with more pressure because day two is always, a little crazier. So
Yeah.
I was very, very proud of that. And yeah, I think that was just a very surreal experience for me. And yeah, I had so much fun. It was very unforgettable.
Yeah, you are such a beamer. I mean, like truly, I love you on beam. I love you on floor. I love you. I mean, just love you in general. But
Thank you.
but what did you learn about yourself during that Olympic trials process? Because I feel like that would be you would learn a lot.
100%. I learned a lot about myself during Olympic trials. First, being one of the youngest there was kind of like wow, this is insane to be here, to be standing here, It was really kind of hitting me when we were in trainings and I was just looking at the bright lights and it's saying Olympic trials everywhere with Team USA. It was just like a wow, this is really the I made it moment in my elite career. And yeah, it just changed me in so many ways because I saw how my mind kind of worked. And it was like, this is the hardest and biggest competition that you've ever experienced to date. And I was like, oddly enough, I was not stressing myself out about it because I was just like, I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so proud of myself for coming this far. And, whatever happens, happens. But this is a moment that like you would have never imagined getting you this far. So I was just, you know, very strong-minded throughout, especially after the incredibly unfortunate
Uh,
injuries that happened across. That was truly heartbreaking because we were
yeah.
so close with all of the girls because it was a very small group of girls there. I mean, there was just a handful of girls at Olympic trials, and when you see some of your closest friends go down, it's something that really is hard to take on. So,
Yeah.
you know, that was
It
very
was hard to watch.
it was hard. Yeah, it was hard for
I
everybody.
can only imagine how hard it was for you all. I mean, I had my stomach was in knots watching it on TV.
I know. I know.
Um,
It was very difficult to say the least. And, like we all feel for them. We all worked so hard to get where we were. And it was just like it was a lot. It was a lot. And
yeah.
it was absolutely devastating. But we wanted to keep whatever energy we had going and just make sure that everybody stayed safe and we're supporting each other because at the end of the day this is a sport and we still are people, so we have to
Yes.
act like that and just support each other like we usually would. And so that brought on some pressure for some girls, including myself on day two, because the numbers were, lessened, and then, I was in consideration for the team. So there was a lot going on, but
Yeah.
I was like, of course, devastated for the girls, but
Mm.
there was just so much going on. But
Yeah. Was that
knowing.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Continue.
No, no, go ahead.
Was that something that you and the other girls talked about at trials, like when everything was going on and all these injuries were happening? Were you all kind of there with each other, like, hey, like, we got this, we're gonna stay safe? Like, were those conversations that y'all were having with each other, or was it kind of an unspoken thing?
No, absolutely. We were talking to each other because we were all very close and we are all very close. And that was something like I remember before day one of competition, we were in the back room about to get announced, and we were just like, no matter what, I just want you guys to stay safe and be healthy. And we're going to go out there and do it for our girls and just, train like I mean, compete like we train and just go out there with good energy because that's all we can do,
Mhm.
as big of a moment as it was, we are also people that have, so much on our plates. So we just had to keep a strong mentality and mindset throughout, which was very difficult, of course, but
Yeah.
after everything had happened. But yeah, that was something we were just staying connected the whole entire time.
That's great to hear because I can only imagine how hard that would be. I remember watching the broadcast and um seeing Suni having to vault right after Kayla and how crushed she was, and
Yeah.
I was just think my heart was going out to all of you because
Yeah.
seeing your friends go down at the the biggest meet of their life at that point, that you all I because what I always say, I want everyone to stay safe. I want everyone to hit and then let everything happen how it happens.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Yes.
So I love that you guys stay connected in those moments of difficulty because that is what it's about. I know that it can be an individual sport, but I feel, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you get through those moments because of the people around you.
Yes. Yes, 100%. It's as much as it is an individual sport, like I said, it takes a village, and that goes from your family to your coaches to the athletes around you. Like we're all in it for ourselves, but also we cannot be in it for ourselves if we don't have the people around us supporting us the way they do. So,
Right.
um, it's really something that has to go hand in hand, and like teammates are such a huge part of it, and I'm so blessed that I was able to be with so many incredible teammates at Olympic trials. I mean, WCC blew it out of the park with how many.
Represented.
Exactly. So having them by my side, I mean, Simone, Jordan are absolute leaders. They were really helping us through the whole Olympic trials experience, and I cannot thank them enough because that was a big deal for us. They were like, "You guys are so young, just take it all in. This is a huge moment." And I was like, "You know what? I am gonna do that." And so, without their um, leadership, it wouldn't have been the same. So I was really, really grateful for that.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, I want to talk about UCLA now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, what made UCLA feel like home for you?
Um, everything, absolutely everything. I loved it from the very first time I stepped foot on campus on my official visit in 2023. I remember I had this visit planned right after Pan Am Games. So I was kind of on a high from Pan Am Games, winning the
Mhm.
team gold medal, and then coming straight here. Had just having so much fun, and I was like, oh, now I can't wait to go to UCLA. And it was a school that I had looked up to for so long because my uncle had gone to UCLA, and
Oh,
yeah, he had told me like nothing but good things, and I was like, yeah, yeah, like I don't know. But then I was like, oh my God, like this is real. When I first came to the school and visited, first of all, the location. I'm such a California girl at heart, and I love LA. So I wanted to be in California. I didn't know exactly where, but I absolutely loved the location of UCLA, the campus itself. It's just stunning. The people were so welcoming all around. And then once we got to talk to all of the staff and everybody who helps us at UCLA, I was just like blown away. Like all of our academic advisors, course, our coaches, all of the help we get with nutrition. There's so much, it's endless. And I was just absolutely blown away by all the resources we had. And of course, the team dynamic was something I was so drawn into. I was like, wow, these girls are really like, they're so close knit and they're genuinely like really good friends. Like sometimes it can seem a little bit on the fake side, and it's hard to really tell if there's that connection. But
Mhm.
I'm a very observant person. So when I was watching the training, I was like, these girls are really, really in it
Mhm.
together and they seem like sisters. And this is something that I want personally because nothing makes me more happy than having genuine connections with people.
Yeah.
And so it was like, this is something I can really see myself enjoying and really thriving in because of the environment, and how welcoming and comfortable and, just all around incredible. Um, and the coaches. I talked to Janelle on the phone before visiting, like
Mhm.
maybe 2 or 3 times. We had those calls, and I was just like right off the bat, oh my God, I love her energy. Like I had talked to Janelle, like just said hi before, like when she came to watch practices, but the NCAA rules are quite strict in that sense. Like we're not allowed to really speak to them until we're, in the official recruiting process. So
Okay.
I was just like, wow, I'm finally getting to talk to her. I love her energy. She just had such a genuine connection with me and vice versa. And I was just like, I won't say anything right now, but I really, really like her. So then I visited, I had talked to the girls, and they were always super welcoming and asking whatever question, or I was asking whatever questions I needed, and they would respond in the most genuine way. And that's something I really wanted because I didn't want any sugarcoating. I was like, what is this like, and everything they were saying, I really, really truthfully understood and believed. And I was like, yeah, I think this is really the place for me. And then after the visit, once I got to finish the other visits, I really was just like writing down, doing my pros and cons list, and it was just like an immediate yes for me. And I had known that, but it was just kind of like really taking that time. And I was just like, yeah, I absolutely love UCLA, and this is where I see myself thriving. And yeah, this is where I want to spend my college years at.
Well, after watching Meet the Bruins, you made the right choice. I'm going to say it again.
Thank you. Thank you, Joy.
Obviously, UCLA comes with a legacy,
Mhm.
and a culture. How would you describe UCLA's culture in 3 words, team culture in 3 words?
Wow, that's a really, really good question. I would say diverse.
Hmm.
Diversity is a huge one, all around the school and especially our team. Um, Connected. I think we're very, like I said, tight-knit. We're like sisters. So that's really, really special for our team. Um, and driven. I would say driven. We all share the same goals, but we couldn't get to where we are like in training. And we haven't competed yet, but I have a really good feeling about this year. But
I do too.
thanks. I think we all feed off of such good energy, and that helps us get to where we are. Um, and so, yeah, I would say we're very driven, a very strong group of driven athletes and people in general. Yeah, I think I could go on. I could name so many adjectives, and yeah, there's just so many, but I would say those three are some of the strongest.
That's great. That is one thing that I love all 3 of those things about UCLA.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so we talked about Team USA. What does it mean to you to wear UCLA on your leotard? And what
Yes.
what went through your mind the first time you put that on?
Yes. Like you said, Team USA and UCLA, they're two things I'm like so blessed and beyond grateful to wear on my chest. And they're two completely different things. We have to
Yeah.
preface that because it's representing your country versus representing your school. So, yeah, that wearing UCLA on my chest for the first time was just another like wow, like this is real,
Mm.
because I had experienced that with Team USA, but representing your school is a whole nother thing. And it was just like incredible feeling because I had, of course, grown up knowing about it for so long because of my uncle. So I had seen his stuff when he would always wear it out, and I'm like, yeah, UCLA is really, really cool, you know? And so wearing that on me for the first time was just like an incredible moment to experience. And again, I don't take it for granted because it's such a difficult school to get into and be
Yeah.
able to represent. It's such a big opportunity. And I remember one of our training Leos that had UCLA and crystals on it, and it was royal blue. It was really like a wow moment because the royal blue is so UCLA, and seeing the four letters glisten, it was just like a incredible feeling. And the legacy is incredible and just so surreal that I get to experience this at this school. So yeah, I hold great pride to it and very excited for what's to come.
What is, or who has been a big influence on you within the program so far?
That's a good question. I would say, honestly, all of the athletes that came before me, I had grown up watching all of them. I mean, Kyla Ross, Caitlin Ohashi, Madison Koshin, all of them.
Mm.
Um, but truly, everybody at this school and gymnastics in general had left such a mark in the UCLA gymnastics program. And so that's something that I had always wanted to be a part of and build off of. And especially with this team and the teams to come, I think it's really, really possible and something I really look forward to. And so, there's nothing like the UCLA gymnastics
Yeah.
program. And being able to be a part of that and hopefully just keep that going is something that's just an incredible feeling, an incredible thought to think about. And yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so I must know,
Yeah.
what is it like working with BJ on your choreography? Because this is also, it's a two-part question.
Yes.
You are known for infusing your Sri Lankan culture and heritage into your choreography. You yourself choreograph your own floor routines.
Yes.
And so what is it like? Talk about that, how important it is for you to express your culture in your floor routines, and also talk about what it's like to work with BJ.
Yeah. She is absolutely unreal. She is so talented at what she does. And I had always known that she was incredible, but seeing it firsthand
Mhm.
and up close and personal was just like she was doing all this choreo in the mirror and for me to copy, and I was just like standing there in awe. I was like, BJ, this is absolutely insane. And she is one of the most down to earth people you will ever meet. And we're always hyping her up whenever we do some sort of dance warm up or whenever she's choreographing somebody else's routine. And we're just
She's
like, BJ,
legit.
she
She's a
is legit.
phenomenal dancer.
She is phenomenal. She is one of the coolest people ever. Seriously. And we're always telling her that. She's like, guys, stop it. No, we're like, BJ, no, seriously, you're so cool. And she had gone on tour with so many
Yeah.
incredible artists. She's just incredible. Her list goes on and on. But being able to represent my heritage and my floor routines was something that I really wanted to show off. And she knew that from the start, and she said she was super excited to um, come up with a floor routine for a South Asian because she had never done it before. And I was like, BJ, that makes my heart so happy because we can work together because she herself is part Indian. So
I did not know that.
yes, her dad was from India. So
Incredible.
incredible. So from my very first conversation with her, we had an instant connection, and I truly could not wait to be a part of the UCLA gymnastics team with BJ. And so I was like, whatever it is, I know this routine is going to be incredible. And so it actually took quite some time to figure out the exact mix we wanted for my floor routine
Mhm.
because there's so much that we could do with it. And but from the start we knew we wanted to have a Bollywood inspired routine because that was just like so huge and that really brought South Asia together. And and really tied in my culture and her culture. And just, it was just something we were super, super excited and looking forward to doing. And, there was so many different variations and so many different cuts, but we just had to be like, this was perfect, or, and we were just like, "Ugh, not this one, maybe add this or take that out." So there was a lot of that because we were really like, we need this to be exactly what we want it to be like.
It's
And
very
so
intentional, every move.
very, very intentional. Yes, because there was no like half pass to this. We wanted it to be exactly what we had imagined.
Mhm.
And so once we had that final cut, she sent it to me and I was like listening and I got the chills and I was like, yes, absolutely, yes, this is what I want. And it's a very Bollywood princess inspired routine because I have that princess,
Yes,
that
your
yes.
Princess Tiana.
Princess Tiana, yes. And so we started off the routine very, very intentional to that princess kind of look, and then it goes into extreme, super fun Bollywood vibes, and there was just like so much going on, and I wanted it to be fun. And BJ was like, "We're gonna make this routine fun," and I was like, "Okay, okay, I'm ready," because I'd always done super artistic and glamorous stuff, but
Mhm.
I was super excited and ready to do some more like college choreography, and I knew that whatever BJ was going to do was going to be incredible. And I let her do it all. And I was like, BJ, I'm ready for this routine. And she was so ready. She had all the choreo just like ready and she had memorized it all. I was like having the best time. We were just like, just so much fun in the gym choreographing it, and it came really naturally. And she was saying that I was a natural. I was like, stop it, BJ. Like, she was so sweet. She's like, oh my God, you got these moves so fast. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. She was just inspiring me, So
Yeah.
it was just so much fun. There's just such a natural connection between us two. And yeah, I truly cannot wait to perform this routine.
It's phenomenal.
Thank you.
I am okay. Listen, as a UCLA fan, I have watched UCLA floor routines forever.
Yeah.
I've got to say, this may be one of my favorite years of
Oh,
floor routines because,
yeah.
like, I love everyone's floor routine. Your floor routine is incredible. Nola's floor routine is absolutely bonkers. Like,
Incredible.
she and BJ did their big one on that,
They
and
did
yours, and Kate's her Eminem routine. Are you joking?
incredible.
I'm
Just like
obsessed.
that's what I keep saying too. I just like you. I was like, I had always looked up to and loved all of UCLA's floor teams because they're all so different.
Mhm.
But I think this year more than ever, they're so, so distinct and
Yes.
not two that look the same. And
Mm-mm.
um I think they really represent who we are as as people.
Yes.
Nola, she's got that really like creepy, vibe, and I think that really tied in so well with this
Hmm.
Lady Gaga routine. It's like we're always in the gym hyping her up, and it's
Yes.
just so cool because she's a true performer as
She is
well, and it's just like so incredible to see. And then we have Kate's Eminem routine, which is just it's so her, it's
so
so
her. I mean,
and
I
she's
don't even know
so
her, but like it's perfect for her.
exactly. And we just truly cannot wait to compete this on the real competition floor because that's when we have the most fun. Like
Yeah.
we're always having so much fun in the gym. I can only imagine how it is in real competition.
Yeah.
And with us memorizing all of our choreo on the sidelines and doing each other's routines, it's just going to be an absolute blast. But yeah, I think the diversity is something that's so strong in our team, and it's really shown in our routines as well, in our floor routines. And that's something BJ really excels in is individualizing our choreography for ourselves and just being able to show that in our floor routines.
Yes. Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, truly, I was so impressed watching Meet the Bruins because, it's an exhibition. It's not like, y'all were, I mean, it's going to be a good year for US
Yeah.
UCLA. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. How would you describe your gymnastics style?
I would say I really am more on the artistic side. I really do love performing. That is one of my favorite things, performing and competing. Competing is one of my favorite things ever because it's just showing off all of my hard work and um it brings me such joy because from younger days I've always loved just being out on stage or something, and I just love that feeling of showing off my hard work. And I would say that's something that comes natural to me because I feel like a lot of people do struggle with competing because of the crowd, the pressure, but that's something I really live for. I don't like to put that kind of pressure on myself. I just love to show off all my hard work and have fun with it. Hi. That's one of our directors. She's so sweet. And so that was something I was always really fond of. And when I knew it was like competition week, I was just like so ready. And so that's me this week. Like yesterday,
Yeah.
I was training and Lacey had us doing some visualization routines for Beam, and I was just like, Lacey, I'm having so much fun. I can't think right now. And she was just dying laughing, and that's just how I am. Like I've been doing this for gosh, it's been like 11, 12 years now, but
Mhm.
I still get that little kid feeling every time I compete because I have such a passion for it. Um, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this season to come.
Me too, girl. I can't wait. How would you say you're because I feel like I've seen this in you. You've always been a great performer, but like I feel like your confidence has evolved and like grown even more. How would you say, what would you attribute that to? And can you talk about how it's kind of evolved over the years?
Yeah, definitely. I think confidence is something that comes over time for anybody. And I think that also comes in the performances I've had over the years. And I would say one of the biggest things was being able to compete with Team USA. That was something that I think has put a lot of pressure on me, like, being able to represent them and having to hit when I need to. And that's something that was always like making my mind like go back to just trusting myself and being confident in myself. And then, um, I've competed with Team USA for a couple years now, so it's really given me that experience and those opportunities to really step up when I need to. And I think that's just allowed my confidence to grow so much. And I think one of the biggest ones was definitely Olympic trials because that's a moment that was like, if you don't have confidence, you're not going to perform.
Yeah.
So, and I was just so confident in myself because I had known I worked so hard um, on all of my routines and just preparing to be in the best shape I possibly could be in. And so that's something I was like, confidence. There's nothing more to it than just being confident in what you've been training, all the work you've been putting in. There's just so much to it. So, yeah, confidence is one of the biggest things in this sport. And if you don't have confidence, it won't go the way you want it to. So, and of course, as this goes for any athlete and gymnasts, confidence comes and goes, and that's a huge thing in this sport. And you are not normal if you do not go through these little dips. I mean, it happens often, and
It
that's
happens as
kind of,
humans too.
it
I'm not a
is
high level athlete. My confidence comes and goes too.
1000%. It's just a normal life thing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Your confidence will never be at its top, at its peak. It will always come and go. And that's just how you go back to learning how to trust yourself again,
Yeah.
learning to go back to the baby steps. There's so much to it, but that's the mental game it is. And you just have to be really strong and just know that you're capable of doing whatever it is you're doing
Yeah.
and just trusting the process. There's so much to it, but that's when you really have to just really love yourself and know that you're able to do whatever you put your mind to.
Preach, preach, preach. What is something small that
Mhm.
brings you joy on competition days?
Ooh, that's a really, really good question. Something small. Hmm. For me, honestly, it's waking up on a competition day morning.
Hmm.
That's when I think, like, no matter how good or bad of a night's rest I got, I am always filled with so much joy and adrenaline
Hmm.
on competition mornings because I know it's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a part of me that I'm like it's competition day because there's only so many that happen in a year.
Hmm.
So I'm just like whatever happens happens, but you're going to make a great day out of it and you're going to start your morning in the best possible mood and best possible way. that
Yeah.
you can because that sets the tone for your whole day. And so, I'm like one of those people. I'm an early morning girl anyways, so
Mhm.
whenever my alarm goes off in the morning on a competition day, I'm like, up, I'm ready. Like
You're a
I'm ready.
princess, literally. You
I'm
wake up early and you're like ready for the day. The animals come to you chirping.
Yes, I just love it. Like the thrill of it is huge for me. And sometimes like I hate to like annoy whoever's rooming with me, but I am just like, good morning, like but that's just how I am. And I just love to set that tone for the day and for whoever's around me. Um and so yeah, I think yeah, all the little things really add up to me on a competition day, but I think that's kind of the main one, just waking up.
Yeah. Do you have a roommate?
For this competition?
Yeah. Or no, like
No,
in college.
in college. I'm rooming with Ashley Sullivan.
Ashley, okay. I was
Yes,
like, who's your roommate? I want to
I
know.
know. I
I
love
love
her so
Ashley's
much.
Britney routine.
It's incredible.
Okay, Ashley's a good dancer.
She is a good dancer. She's incredible.
Like she can, she's very artistic as well.
Yes, yes, that routine is so her. She really, really ties into it and she hones in on all of the
I
Britney
love
too.
it because listen, Britney Spears, like I said, I'm almost 35, so I grew up listening to Britney Spears. I know all the movement. Oh,
Ex-
okay. I know.
Exactly.
I know it all. So obviously, the gymternet is a thing. What
Yes.
is something you would like to say to the gymternet or that you would like them to know about you that they might not know?
I would say, I am a huge fashionista. I love anything and all things fashion. Yes,
Me
there's
too.
just so much to fashion that
Yeah,
like what's not to love about it?
period.
Like I the Met Gala is my Super Bowl. Like absolutely. I save my whole night. Like I reserve a whole night for myself. Like plans, no plans. Met Gala is my night.
I love it. I love it.
And I'm always rating the outfits, the dresses.
Period.
I love to critique them in my own way, but I just love fashion in general, like the colors, the crystals, the material, there's so much to it. Um, so yeah, I want to do something in the fashion industry later on, but yes, that is something
That's
about
amazing.
I also love I'm a big foodie. I love trying new foods. I love spicy food.
Me
Um,
too. I love
oh, you
spicy food.
too?
Yes.
Thank goodness. A lot of people like I understand it's spicy, but
No,
like
I love
it's
it. Listen, I'm from Texas, like I said. I
yes.
I love spicy food. I grew up eating jalapenos out of the jar, okay?
Yes.
Like I love spicy food. I
So
love
good.
Indian food. I love like
Indian's like one of my favorites.
so good. I love anything spicy. And
Yes.
which is, sometimes my digestive system isn't a fan, but I am. That's what
But
matters.
it's worth it. It's worth it.
Mhm.
At the end of the day,
Period.
it's worth
At the
it.
end of the day, it is worth it.
Yes.
Okay, so these are some really fun questions.
Yes.
I am a big makeup girly. I used to be a professional makeup artist, for
Wow.
many
I was
years.
gonna say your makeup is stunning. It
Thank
looks so good.
you. Your
It
makeup is
looks
always
so
stunning too. Your
Oh,
makeup is, what are you wearing on your lips right now? Because they're beautiful.
thank you so much. I am wearing the Makeup by Mario lip liner, and then
Hmm.
I have Rhodes lip tint
Yes.
on.
What
Yes.
what color of the makeup by Mario? I'm just curious.
Lauren.
Lauren. Okay, I
Lauren.
have spiced chai, and I was wondering if it was that one.
Oh, I wanted to. Is that one good?
It's so good.
Okay, I
It's so
think I
good.
might
It's like a
have some.
warm brown color. I think it would look
Yes.
pretty on you.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so what are your favorite must-have makeup products for a full competition beat, girl?
That is such a good one. I would say sometimes it's all over the place, but right now I've kind of finalized what I'm going for.
Hmm.
I would say I love Dior's concealer. Their concealer is really,
Which
really good.
one? Which one? Because I have a couple
It's kind of in the larger tube, the glass tube.
with the like Dofa applicator.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
That
I
one is
have that
so
one. I
good.
love that one.
It's so good. I have stuck to that one for the past 2 years and I have not gone back since. I love that. Um, and then let's see, for blush, I absolutely love Rhodes pocket blushes. Those
Yes.
are one of my
And
favorites.
they're the cutest little
They're
things.
so cute. They're tiny and so easy to pack everywhere.
Hmm.
And then I love to, on top of it, I love to layer it with Armani's blush. The pink blush is so
Yes.
good.
I have one of my favorite Armani blushes is the one that kind of it's like pink and glittery.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of my
Yes.
favorites. And then
Yes,
the
I think
bright pink one.
yes, I think that's the one I have too. No, I
Yeah.
love it so much. It doubles as a little highlighter. It's so
Hmm.
cute.
It
Yes,
does.
it's so so cute. And then I have Christian Dior's highlighter that I use on my nose, sometimes for
Is it the
eyeshadow.
quad?
It's a small one. It's a circular
Okay, okay. I
one with a
have the
little
like
compact mirror.
quad. Do you know what
Yes,
I'm
I
talking
love that one
about?
as well. The one
It's
with the
good.
four different colors. Yeah,
Hmm.
I love Dior's makeup. I think Dior
Me too.
is one of my favorites. I would say like half of my makeup is strictly from Dior. So,
Yeah.
um, and then let's see. Eyebrow gel. I love Glossier's eyebrow
Hmm.
gel.
Hmm.
It's really nice.
You have perfect
Oh,
eyebrows.
thank you. That's
Yeah.
so sweet of you.
Do you get them threaded or plucked or waxed or anything, or do you do
Um,
it yourself?
no, I do it myself. I just do like a little bit here. Yeah, it's yeah.
Wow. They're just naturally perfect.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
Continue, continue. I want to hear about the makeup.
Yes, and then let's see. I for eyeshadow, it's kind of like not a specific brand, just stuff my mom has picked up for me like over
Mhm.
the years that I just like to play around with. There's no specific eyeshadow look I have for
Mhm.
every day. It's
Yeah.
just like whatever I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But I love like neutrals and browns and warm tones. It's always the way to go.
Sir,
It's
I love it.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, I love the burnt look.
Thank
So
you. Me too.
it's just so nice. It's so natural. It really enhances all your facial structures and everything. And then for lips, again, it's also like whatever I'm feeling that day. I'd say I love Makeup by Mario's lip liners. I also love Makeup Forever's lip liners.
Me
Those
too.
so good.
Wherever walnut, anywhere caffeine.
So good. So good. And I also have their Boundless Berry one. I really, really
Yes.
like that one.
I also
Um,
love Limitless Brown.
yes,
I
I
have
know.
that. I have a little bit of that on right now,
Yeah.
actually. My lip combo, in case you're wondering,
Yes, I want to
is
know.
Urban Decay lip liner in the shade 1993.
Okay.
So I have that first, and then I have Limitless Brown Makeup Forever over the top, kind of blended in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's lipstick. It's a very pale nude in Kim K, and I just
Oh
kind of
yeah.
like dabbed that in the center. And then Laura Mercier's lip gloss in Macaron.
I love it. It looks so good. It
Thank
looks so good.
you.
Yeah.
It's one of my go-tos.
Yes, I feel like like the lip looks are always one of the first thing that stand out in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
makeup look. So
yeah.
it just really ties everything
Well, that's
together.
the first thing I noticed about you was when you came on camera. I was like, well, first of all, you have the most beautiful smile ever.
Oh, thank
And
you.
like your lips are just naturally stunning. But I was like, oh my gosh,
Thank
what is she
you.
wearing on her lips? I must know.
Yes, I know. I know. It's so much fun and it's such a girl thing to ask your friends like, what are you wearing? Like because
Yeah.
those are just so many things. There's just so many fun things to it. Like, oh yeah, like I want to try that one out, like
Yes.
Ashley and I were always just like, okay, can I borrow that? Like it's just so much fun.
Fun. I love that. Well, what's a
Yeah.
beauty product? It could be like, it doesn't have to be makeup. It could be
Yeah.
makeup, skincare, body care, hair care. But what are some beauty products that like when you run out of them, you instantly have to repurchase?
Yes, that is a huge thing for us girls,
Yeah.
I'd say I love Rhode's face cream. I love
Mhm.
the face cream because it's really lightweight and sometimes you don't want like a thick face cream.
Right.
Um I would say that's one of them. I love the toner by Laneige. I think
Yes.
they have a really, really good toner. I never really was like a toner girl, and then I was like, what the heck, we'll just try it out.
Hmm.
And I have gone through like five full bottles. They're so good. And I just love glowy skincare too. So that's
Me too.
something I'm really, really into, and it really enhances that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I would also say I'm huge into perfumes and just
Me
fragrance.
too. What perfumes?
Okay, my mom got me on it, so it's a little bit on the fancier end, but I love Louis Vuitton's perfumes. They're my
Okay.
absolute favorite.
I've never tried Louis Vuitton's perfumes for some reason.
Yes, they're definitely on the more pricey side, but I think it's a great investment because they last so long. Like I have been um my current favorite is X's by Louis Vuitton. It's in a purple glass bottle. It's so stunning, and I take it everywhere with me. And I have been using it for the whole year, and it's not even like two-thirds of the way done. So
Oh, I
it's
love
yeah,
that.
it's
So it's
it's
worth
amazing.
the money.
It is 1000% worth it. And the longevity of it is just insane. Like I have tried so many perfumes and that one lasts me the whole day. Like
Yeah.
I finish like a whole full gymnastics practice, weights, everything, and I still come back and people are like, "Oh my God, you smell so good." I'm like, "Really?" Like there's like it's
Thank you, Louis Vuitton.
thank you, Louis Vuitton, because it needs to get me through those long, sweaty days. So that is something I'm really grateful for. And I just have not gone back. So their perfumes are my favorite. Um, and just, anything fresh smelling,
Mhm.
anything floral, absolutely love. I love like jasmine, lilies, anything with a little bit of fruitiness, like just all the fun stuff.
Love
What's your
that.
favorite perfume?
Okay, so right now I'm wearing Dolce& and Gabbana's Devotion.
Ooh, such a good one. That
It's
is such a
so
good one.
good. I
Yeah.
also really love Tom Ford
Yes,
perfumes.
I've heard.
Yeah, so I would say in the summertime, Soleil Blanc is my
Yes.
favorite. And then
Yes.
in the wintertime, Lost Cherry or Cherry Smoke
Ooh,
are my
okay.
favorites.
Yes, I've heard of all of them. I've heard such good things about Tom Ford. Yeah,
Really good.
that's
And similar to what you're saying about Louis Vuitton, they last a long time on you, and
yeah.
it a little goes a long way with the
Yes,
bottle. My
definitely.
husband swears by their Tom Ford cologne ombre leather.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Yeah.
If there's any man you're trying to buy a gift for, like I don't care who it is, like ombre
Yeah.
leather, Tom Ford, so good.
Yes. Okay, I
Um
will take your word for it.
Yes. But yeah, I love those perfumes. I also really love what else? What else? What else? What else? Killian Angel Share.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my niece kind of put me onto that one. But yeah, I'm a big I just love all beauty products. I
Yes,
really do.
1000%.
I don't know if I said this in yet or not, but I used to be a professional makeup artist, so I like did that for a long time and I because that was like but I kind of fell out of love with doing other people's
Yeah.
makeup.
Yeah.
And I just knew that that's not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But don't get me wrong, I love beating my face. I love beating my friends' faces.
Yes.
And I love like just any kind of beauty products, beauty talk. I could talk about this forever. I love
Yes, definitely.
okay, let's see. Okay, what is your favorite movie of all time? And if you can't pick just one, just name a few.
Okay. I would say my favorite movie of all time would be Interstellar.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, are you a Nolan fan?
I
A Nolan fan?
that is one of my favorite movies ever because I'm a very deep person. Like I love like any movie. Like I cry at all these things. I was in a puddle of tears after finishing this movie. But it really is one of those movies that gets you thinking. And I was literally staring at the wall for like a solid 5, 10 minutes after finishing that movie. Like it was just like a life-altering experience, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I really love any movie like that. I mean, Avatar is another one. I love
Mhm.
Avatar. It's a
Have you
classic.
seen the new one?
No, I haven't, but
I haven't
I'm
either.
really looking forward to seeing it. Yes.
Mm.
And then of course, any girly movie, really, like Legally Blonde is
Oh, love
iconic,
iconic.
amazing.
Yeah.
I would say Crazy Rich Asians is another one of my
I love that movie.
favorites. Yes. Like
So good.
one of the best airplane movies ever. Like it's a movie that you're just always going to be entertained watching.
I never get tired of it. It's so
Yes.
good. It's so good.
Yes. And then we had just watched it with the girls. It was Mika's birthday day before yesterday,
I
so we
saw
went to her
that.
place. Yes, we went to her place and we watched The Devil Wears Prada.
So good.
One of the best. I am, like I said, a huge fashion guru. So, yeah, that was amazing. And Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, they're incredible. So,
Yeah.
yeah, anything like that. But yeah,
Those
I'm a
are
big
great
movie fan. Yeah.
answers.
How about you? I'm curious.
I am a big movie nerd. I don't know if you can see in the background. These are all
Yes.
from like old Hollywood movies. I love old Hollywood films.
Yeah.
I also really love the Barbie movie,
Yes.
one of my favorite movies. What is a gymnastics skill that another athlete does really well that you wish you could steal and replicate?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It could be NCAA or elite, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hmm. I've always thought Caitlin Ohashi's double A step out was so cool,
So cool.
iconic,
Hmm.
iconic. But I genuinely don't think I would know how that works because
Hmm.
like I would split from the very beginning. But that's something that's so iconic to her. So
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. That's an amazing skill.
Yeah, absolutely. Great answer. To a new fan of Tiana out there, if they wanted to get to know you as an athlete and see like a performance you're really proud of, what
Yeah.
performance would you send them?
Um, I would send them my day 2 floor routine from Olympic trials. I'm very
Period.
proud of that one.
As you should be.
Self-choreographed routine and then finishing my whole Olympic trials experience with a stick for my last pass was like all I could ask for.
Yes. And your Chuso is amazing, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yes. It's you get a lot of height on that bad boy.
Thanks.
Okay. So, this is the last segment. It's called the final
Okay.
10. And it's kind of like rapid fire, but you don't have to answer rapid fire. It's just like
Okay. Got it.
I'm asking every guest that comes on my podcast these exact questions.
Got it.
What is your favorite word?
Um, Perspective.
Perspective. Love that. What is your least favorite word?
Hate.
Perfect.
Plain and simple.
What gym sound or noise do you love?
Mm, I would say when someone sticks.
Mhm.
That's very satisfying
It's
sound.
very satisfying. What's a gym sound that you hate?
Nails on the chalkboard. Like, oh, when we're chalking up, it's
Yeah, can't
big.
deal with it.
Mm-mm.
Can't deal with it. Okay, what brings you to life creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
I think something that brings me to life is traveling. Traveling is a huge thing. It makes me feel so free, and I love all these different opportunities that I get, and it really brings me to life seeing what the world is like. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. What is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show?
Friends. I love Friends. Friends or
Pivot!
Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl. One of those two. It
Gossip.
depends on the mood.
Now, the old Gossip Girl or the new Gossip Girl?
Old Gossip Girl.
Correct answer.
Yes.
I haven't seen the new Gossip Girl. No
Yeah,
hate.
yeah.
No
No,
hate.
no.
New
No
Gossip Girl.
hate, but the original, the OG cannot be beaten.
Period. Okay, this is a tough question, but one of my favorite questions, and it's
Okay.
still fun. Who
Okay.
is on your gymnastics Mount Rushmore? Top four
Oh,
all time.
okay. Let's see. I would say, of course, Simone
Hmm.
has to be on there.
Hmm.
Um, Rebecca Andrade,
Period.
Lori Hernandez.
Ugh, love Lori.
Love Lori. And I would say Ali Raisman.
I love that.
I
Allie
think there's,
Raisman's been on almost everyone's.
oh, really? Yeah. I mean, she's got to be.
Simone and Allie have been on a lot of people's.
Yes.
Yeah. Great answers. Great answers. Okay. Now, if you were reincarnated as an animal, what animal would you be?
I love this question. I would say I would be a peacock.
A peacock. I love
Yes,
that
because
because you
I
love a
love,
show.
yes, yes, for sure. And I love how colorful and just beautiful and elegant it looks all the time.
I absolutely love that. What message do you want young gymnasts watching you to hear?
That's a really good one. I would say just keep reaching towards your dreams and your goals. No matter how hard it gets, just remind yourself that as long as you have a passion for it, that anything is possible. And with the right people around you, you can get to where you want to be and just keep
Period.
working towards that. Because if you have a dream that you keep thinking about on days on end, you should never give up on it.
Absolutely. Yes. And so I wanted to tell you on my Instagram,
Yeah.
I posted a little hint. I think you saw it about
Yes,
like
it
who
was
was
so
going to be a
sweet.
guest, and someone guessed you. And so um I told them they would get a shout out on the podcast, and also they could ask you a question really quick. Is that all
Okay,
right?
yes, of course.
Okay. Shout out to Julian Blunt on Instagram. And the question is, what is your favorite event and why? And what do you think is your strongest event per college scoring now and why?
It's a really good question. I would say my favorite event is either beam or floor. I really cannot choose because I really just love how different they are in the artistic aspect of them both. But in college, I would say that's a difficult one. That really is because I think my bars is really getting up there now, and I'm really
I
proud of
agree.
that. But hmm, maybe floor, either floor
I
bars.
agree with that. I think Flora bars will be your strongest scoring
Yeah.
events.
Yeah, I think, and whatever happens, happens because
You can't
college
control it.
scoring is completely unpredictable and out of our control, but
Yeah,
you can only do your best and see where it takes you. Yeah.
exactly. But no,
That's
I
wonderful.
think you're right. I think you're
Yes.
right. Great question, Julian. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on this podcast, Gymnastics with Joy. It means so much to me that you are here and that you took time out of your day to share a piece of your story with all of these listeners and with myself. I hope you have a wonderful season, and I hope you'll come back again sometime.
Yes, thank you so much, Joy. I had the best time.
Yes, I did too. I had a blast. All right, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay,
All right,
bye.
bye.